Hi, I'm Avery.
I'm Josie.
And I'm Caleb, and we're seniors here at Alexandria Area High School. And part of our DECA project is talking about the importance of financial literacy in our community.
We interviewed a variety of experts in our community of Alexandria to talk about the basics of buying and owning a home.
We feel this topic will be very helpful for the adults in our community because purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial decisions that is made in a lifetime.
The first step of buying your home is to assess your current financial situation to find out how much you would be able to spend on the home. At the same time, you will need to make a list of current needs and wants that will help guide you throughout the process.
My name is Carl Qualley. I've been licensed to sell real estate in the state of Minnesota since 1998. I currently own Qualley Real Estate here in Alexandria. Advice and counsel that I give my clients is intended to protect their money. Plain and simple. That's really what it comes down to is through my advice, I can help people make better decisions so that they aren't paying too much if they're buying, or they're not selling for too less if they're selling. They're not maybe pricing their property too high. So really, the main role is representation. Where one individual puts the interests of another individual or party above their own. Most people, when they're thinking about housing, they're thinking about what their needs are, what their specific needs are. And I always say that life happens, and so usually what facilitates a first purchase or second purchase, upgrading, downsizing, really relates to what's going on in someone's life. All those different factors really kind of factor into the preferences that people have. And so I help people really focus on the most important of those preferences and prioritize those preferences, because everybody has a budget, and based upon that budget, that will determine what you kind of get for your money.
Once you have determined your goals, it is key to get in contact with professionals that will be able to help you. This includes someone to help you apply for a mortgage at a bank and a real estate agent.
Hi, I'm Amy Christofferson. I'm the local State Farm agent here in Alexandria. Typically, you're going to be working with a realtor and a local mortgage lender.
I'm Jeff Montgomery at Vantage Bank. I'm the president of the bank and work with various areas of lending. We recommend to our customers to come in advance before buying a house. In this competitive market, the real estate professionals are going to want to know that their customer is pre-approved for a loan. So they'll come in and see our real estate lender, and we will gather all the components of the actual application. We'll complete the application with them, or they have the option of doing it online. We'll gather updated financials, meaning their tax returns for at least 2 years, pay stubs, bank statements, retirement accounts, anything that would be pertinent to their ability to afford the loan and be approved for the loan.
After getting in contact with home buying experts, it is time to find a house that fits your needs.
I learn a lot from my clients when I'm showing them homes. Just from how they're reacting to things. They're reacting typically emotional to things. Oh, I don't like the smell of this place, or oh, I like all that natural light. And so what I always educate people on is, again, understanding what drives value, which is emotion. It's the opinion of a buyer based on their emotion through comparative shopping. That's the formula that drives all value. And so when you're going through a home, you're having an emotional response. And so it's kind of, again, my job to try to help people stay focused on the needs over the wants and try to remain less emotional without taking the fun out of it. Because I don't want to be Debbie Downer and say like, oh, well, did you see this over here, when they're having a good emotional response to something.
The information about the house you choose will then be used to calculate a mortgage loan and payments, and to determine your monthly insurance payment as well.
Purchase of the property, appraiser is hired then to establish what the value in the current market conditions is of the property, and then from that determine the loan amount, or what loan product is the best fit for the applicant, and following the Fannie and Freddie Mae guidelines so that borrower can get a long-term fixed rate loan.
So the biggest part I would recommend looking for homeowner insurance is really as soon as you have that purchase agreement in place. Okay? You have the purchase agreement in place, you're already working with a realtor, you're already working with a local mortgage lender. That is the ideal time to reach out to a local agent. I would probably recommend reaching out to about 3 different agents in town and really making sure that you compare different options, making sure that your coverage amount is accurate. So that is the perfect time. Don't want to be waiting till last minute and have the mortgage lender needing that proof and being in crunch time. So it's always good to be proactive and be ahead of schedule.
The final steps of buying a home is to coordinate the proper paperwork and close the sale of your new home.
It really depends on what type of program you go through. If you're a first-time homebuyer, we could look at rural development financing, which is a 0% down program. But your closing costs are estimated to be about 5% of whatever the loan amount is. So if you are looking at, say, a $200,000 home and you don't qualify for a rural development loan, you could do as little as 5% down with private mortgage insurance. And in essence, private mortgage insurance is extra insurance for the bank. Some people call it foreclosure insurance. And you pay it monthly until you hit 78% loan to value, and then it will automatically fall off. So it just depends on what type of program you're doing.